Okay, hello ladies and gentlemen. I am actually in Sweden right now. I got here a few days ago and I'm going to Copenhagen tonight. So while I'm here, I thought that it might be nice for you guys to see what I pack when I'm traveling kind of video. So this is what I have packed. I will show you what I have already eaten. But yeah, it's mostly snack stuff, obviously. I, as you guys know, try to avoid wheat and dairy, sunflower and corn because those are things that I am intolerant to. While I've been in Sweden, I have had wheat because they have some really delicious pastries. I don't feel great because of it, and I'm going to try and mitigate that as much as possible while I'm in Denmark. But yeah, so let me just show you guys what I have. First, these Eat Real lentil chips. I picked these up because I thought actually that I'd have them on the flight on the way over, but I didn't. I just fell asleep most of the way, so I didn't actually end up eating much on the flight from Bahrain to London. I went from Bahrain, London, Copenhagen, Copenhagen, Stockholm, and I'm going back to Copenhagen tonight. So yeah, these are certified gluten-free. Importantly for me, they don't use sunflower oil. They've got rapeseed oil, and yeah, it's rice flour, potato starch, and lentil flour. So these are pretty delicious. I'm sure you've seen these in my videos before. I try to pick them up whenever I can. Another thing that I have picked up that I do tend to have quite a bit of, but not too much, I would say, are these naked bars. These are my favorite. They're called the... I don't know if this will focus. I think it's more interested in my face. Okay, but they're called the Berry Delight. These are my personal favorites, but I have also got a cocoa mint here. And these are just really useful to have in my bag for whenever I need them. Oh, I also have this one, which is a Cocoa Crunch. Although, honestly, not my favorite, but it's there. And Zoe can eat these as well. So when I am in Copenhagen, sorry, I'm just seeing a plane out the window. When I'm going to be in Copenhagen, I will be with my friend Zoe, who is celiac. So she cannot have any gluten. So anything that is completely gluten-free and safe is really important to be able to share with her as well. Then I've got this bounce ball. I haven't tried this flavor. It is almond kale. Again, that's just for the handbag. Then I have got a couple of these, again, because of Zoe and because I like them. I have always loved Hobnobs and Digestives growing up, but haven't been able to have them in a while. They're still not the healthiest for you, so I do try to not have too many. But when I discovered that McVite started doing gluten-free, honestly, I was amazed and really happy. So these are the chocolate covered ones. These are just the regular ones, and I'm sure that we will dig into those a little bit while we are in Copenhagen as well. Maybe pack some in little sandwich bags as snacks. I've also got this One Touch stripper. So I didn't bring my V60 with me because I thought that might be a little bit too heavy, but I had picked up these reusable ones, and it kind of looks like this from the back. I don't know if you can see those instructions. So these are from Kalita, which is a Japanese brand, and so whatever coffee I pick up, I'll be able to use doing that. From this coffee place in Bahrain called Crust and Creamer, which is one of my favorite places for coffee, they do those, it's kind of like a drip bag like that, and then pre-prepared with the coffee in it. So this one is Brazil. This one is Guatemala, and this one is Colombia. So those are 3 pre-prepared. All I have to do is put them in a mug and pour some boiling water over them. So it's kind of like a V60-ish. It's a drip bag anyway. So that's great because I do really like their coffees. So I have those. I also have, there's this brand called Raw Candy in Bahrain. The co-owners are actually family friends, and I have known them since I was like 5 years old or something like that. But they started the brand a few years ago, and they are completely gluten-free, wheat-free, raw, vegan, bunch of other things. I will link them on here or down below. So I have a couple of things from them. One is this cocoa bar. So let me see if I can show you the back there. Will that focus? I don't know if you guys can see that the right way. I think it might be opposite, but anyway, it is coconut, maple syrup, pure chocolate. And these are basically like, let me show you what they look like from the front. But they're basically like a Bounty bar, like a healthy version of a Bounty. So I have 2 of those. I thought I'd give Zoe one and I would have one. And then I also have these coconut cookie dough ones. Again, that's the ingredients on the back, and this is what they look like from the front. And they are cashew, coconut sugar, and chocolate. So that's a really nice bag as well. And finally, this is a massive bag. So I'll have a recipe up. I don't think it'll be up at the time of this video, but it'll be up very soon for these maple, healthy kind of maple roasted pecans. And I just roasted them myself and then just put them in this bag, and then I had put them in a smaller bag so that I can snack on them when I am moving around. Sorry, that's my phone. And then lastly, this is not a food item, but it is a blender. So I actually mentioned on my Instagram and a bunch of people laughed with me, but I wasn't sure whether or not I should bring a blender along. I don't need it for here in Sweden because I have been having really great meals with my friends Rob and Erica, but when we're in Copenhagen, we're staying in an Airbnb, and while we're there, we're trying to save money on how many meals we eat out, so it'd be really great to be able to have like green smoothies in the morning. Second, that would be a really easy and healthy option in the morning so that we can still feel good and fresh, because if I eat out too much, even if I like it, sorry, that's my reminder, hang on. So even if I like it, I don't actually end up feeling very good afterwards. So in order to feel as optimal as possible, it'd be great to have green smoothies. So I actually have NutriBullet that I use now, but this brand, is that focusing? It's called Shimono, and it's I think it's a Korean brand, a South Korean brand. I bought this as my first kind of blender, and it was a lot cheaper than a NutriBullet, so which is why I got it, and I was really, really happy with it. It is also smaller than a NutriBullet, so I don't travel with my NutriBullet because it's a bit too heavy, but I thought I'd bring this along. And that is it. That is all of the things that I have brought with me. I really hope that this video was interesting and maybe gave you guys some ideas on what you would like to travel with, or what might be useful to travel with, and I will see you soon. Bye!